Hidden Object Guru here with hot new game, The Council, which just came out today. It's not even point 1 in its completion yet, but you can play it now. It's a brand new interactive movie, modern adventure game, and let's find out what it's about. I'm very excited. All I know is there are conspiracies, George Washington's in it, and this is probably the main character. I feel like if you had just put the word Paris there, people would have understood that it was in France. Oh my god, we're tied together, aren't we? It's an Indiana Jones type of situation.
You're not getting anywhere with this Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling,
Von
my dear
Borchert.
Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
Huh, that's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know?
Oh, I love it when a plan comes together.
Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert.
Okay, here we go.
Von Borchert.
Hmm?
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero.
Well, of
Pity
course.
you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Al-Azif?
Be my guest.
They're looking for the Necronomicon. Why are you not shooting him already? Oh, it's not loaded.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
I'll say.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can.
Yeah,
question him after
Al-Azif
you get
is
back.
the name that the
Pity he's just a
Necronomicon was
middleman.
written
Means
under
I haven't finished
as
with this case.
by the
Oh,
mad
I had a feeling
Arab
you'd be running off
Abdul
on one of your
al-Hazred,
adventures again, Mother.
which of
You know
course
what?
was called
I've
the
warned you.
Necronomicon
This
when
time, I'm
translated
coming
by
with
John Dee,
No.
chief alchemist
Even though you
to
impress me more
Queen
and
Elizabeth.
more, I have to.
And
do
that's
this on my
my
own.
Lovecraft
Mother.
trivia for the day.
You're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchert.
Maybe you could tie him up a little? I mean, you don't know how long a guy stays knocked out when you hit him with a chair. You know, last summer I played another game about a bunch of
well done, Mother. You just
historical
had to pick up
figures
Burchett's
meeting
trail
at a
on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in
party on
Paris
an
with
island.
No
and,
explanation.
it was kind of
And
amazing.
Off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord
And
Mortimer.
now?
And now he
We're
writes
doing it
me
again.
to say that you've gone missing on his private island, which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
So, we'll do that as a quiz.
The
What was
least
the
you could
game
do is
I
explain to me
covered
how you
last summer?
managed to lose you.
That was about
In
a
any case, it is
bunch of
time
famous
for you
people going to
stop this
an
way.
island and you
It no longer
trying to
suits
figure out a
your
mystery
age.
there. If you're the first
I'm
commenter
sure
below the
I'll
video to
find you
mention
once
it,
again,
you'll win a prize.
slogging through the caves
Just
beneath the
be sure to
island,
put the time code of when this
searching for
quiz
some
happened in the video,
long-lost mystical object that you just
so I
can't
can
live without.
confirm your answer.
I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Yay.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are
I don't
many
know that
who
that's
dream
the
of
only
simply
personal
one day
issue people
setting
have, you
foot
know.
on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You'll see. You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess?
Weird thing for him to be so cynical about. Like, I'm wishing I hadn't come so far,
Gone for a better suit.
because famous people are here. More importantly, though, like, are you just nervous about having to climb 15 stories worth of stairs outside of a... That's weird. On the side of a cliff? Because, yeah, that's a little daunting. What the hell's wrong with him?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So?
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No!
You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay when you die.
You.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
So apparently
Sorry.
Louis has the
Keep
ability
it.
to see the future?
Are you
Because that
better?
would be a weird thing to imagine.
I'm
Although,
fine.
hiding the
Don't worry.
Necronomicon is kind of an important thing to do.
It's getting late. Why don't
Seriously,
you just go
how
on
did
ahead
her
and I'll
hand get severed?
catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
On some level, I kind of wish that as I walked to the dock there, that it was possible for me to just walk clean off the dock and immediately drown and have the game say, guess your character didn't know how to swim. You probably should have saved. But
Louis, during the trip,
Sierra
I
games
have
aren't a
something
thing
I
anymore.
wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
damn, there's classes and skills in this game? Okay. Oof. We're gonna play as an occultist, obviously. It's a game about the Necronomicon. We're obviously gonna be an occultist. Okay, scientific knowledge, 4 points left before level 2, reduces cost in effort points by 3. What a confusing system this game has. Okay, okay. I wonder how we get experience. Occultism, relying on knowledge of myths, occult. Ooh. And these all just unlock dialogue options and actions. Okay. Subterfuges. Alright, so I have 3 available points. I can get to manipulation. Do. Yes! Manipulation level 2. 11 before level 3. Wow. And now it's on level 3, I can use it whenever I want. That's fantastic. Alright, we're going to manipulate people. That's going to be our whole game. Alright, so I got items. Oh my god, would you look at this thing? Wow. I was not expecting this from an interactive movie. Okay, map. Nice. Journal. Giuseppe Piaggi. No, I met him. Oh, to be discovered. Okay, so I'm going to learn other things about them, I understand. Inventory. I've got a journal. Oh, no. Neat. Seriously? Oh, cool. Alright. Paracelsus. Emily's handkerchief. Lady Hillsborough bloodstains yours. Bears and Issues EH. Okay. Invite your mother. Do. Okay. Let's do this.
I have been involved in all sorts of unsolved cases. Have you ever heard of the Abbey of Hexham?
Vaguely.
An ingenious scam involving mass manipulation on a scale never seen before.
There was a cavern under the abbey, wasn't there?
Exactly. The wind would blow in through spouts, creating a terrifying howling sound. So, to stop the howling, the priests called for offerings from the peasants.
And if they brought enough money, I'm guessing the priest stopped the howling. A perfect trick to fool simple souls.
Admit it, Duchess. That story kept you in suspense, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I'm delighted to find out that you were the young and brilliant French investigator.
For someone who only remembers the case vaguely, your memories are very clear.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London?
No, sorry. I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I am
So is
so
that Pitt
sorry,
the Younger
Emily,
or Pitt the Elder?
but I really don't
I'm
remember.
bad at my history of
Let's
England.
drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter.
So,
Right, time
I
to
guess
go to
the
the
Duchess has an identical twin sister? Okay, your skills show you discovered hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. To access the skill required for the situation, you just need to have unlocked it. Okay, cool. I
ask
see.
her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
So yeah, personality. Each person you meet in the island has their own personality, may be vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Okay. Should achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities not... Ah! Nice! So now I know what her immunities and vulnerabilities are. Okay, cool.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
But yeah, seriously. That's why she said I have the memory of two people.
don't know where
Because
we're
I
going
wasn't
with
seeing the
this,
future. I was seeing the
You're
past,
connected
and
to my mother
her
one way or another.
her
And if I
sister
can believe
was the
my
one the mother
vision,
murdered.
You don't have much of a place in her heart.
And that might be a stretch. It's probably not what happened, but that's my weird prediction. Okay, this for an interactive movie graphic adventure, this seems ridiculously
Sir,
daunting.
May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir.
Oh no, he's got a mask.
You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Is she down in the catacombs below the place?
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my
Are
mother?
there catacombs under the
2
island?
weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Sadly, I don't have the brass knuckles skill to beat
anyone see anything
beat
else?
any information out of him.
Unfortunately not,
But
sir. Only lights
hopefully
were seen by
manipulation will come in
servants of
handy
the manor,
later.
sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem
although it's
to have
nice that
found
they're
an
telling me what
object that would appear to belong
what
to Sir's mother.
skill I would
A
have needed.
handkerchief. The handkerchief is
Oh.
embroidered with the initials SDR.
We came to the
Fascinating.
conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother.
Anyway,
Sarah Grishay.
yes, so if you wanted
I
to
have orders
restart
to
and
give
play
it
as a
to
different
Lord
character,
Mortimer as soon
you
as I
could.
see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Pass me the handkerchief.
But sir, my orders were to give it to my master.
Are you refusing to give me my own mother's personal belongings? Even though she was greatly looking forward to meeting your master, she's gone missing. And you seem incapable of finding her.
Oh, but sir, please.
And to top it all off, you refuse to give me the handkerchief that she so often let me use? Do I deserve such little consideration in your eyes? Is that what you wish me to report to your master?
No, certainly not, sir. Please forgive me, sir. I have been such an idiot. Here you are.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
So they're vulnerable to manipulation. She's immune to logic. That sounds terrible. And I don't know what his stuff is. Okay. Good to know. I wonder if he was also vulnerable to thuggery. Because they told me to try thuggery on him.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. A wooden floorboard. A wooden floorboard. Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
But if it came for this part of the wharf, wouldn't there be a missing board around here somewhere? Isn't it more likely that it fell from above? Maybe I needed the vigilance skill to understand that. Okay. It's locked. Damn it. Can I open the gate?
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
If only I had a crowbar. I can pick the lock? Oh, I needed... Why didn't I get Subterfuge's skill? Alright, let's do it.
There we are. This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful. This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder. The powder's wet. Not surprising, given the dampness of the dock. It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly. Amber crystals.
So they've taken the basic structure of the interactive movie, or Until Dawn, or... Those are shackles. Are we not concerned about the shackles? Anyway, your Until Dawns are your Telltale games, and they've added a whole elaborate RPG leveling and skills system to it, which... Hopefully that means this game has a lot of different options for how things play out, because it would seem to suggest that. Do I now have a new option of this because I found out all that stuff over there?
Floorboard.
I guarantee I don't.
Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten
Just
away,
FYI,
of
you
course.
cannot skip conversations even if you've already heard
fine
them.
if it weren't smashed.
Which is mildly annoying, but especially for someone who, like me, who has the bad habit of skipping ahead on text because I've already read things. And read much faster than I listen, obviously. Oh, here we go. It's another broken board.
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest. Somebody replaced it recently. But looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here. Ah, shit! It's not coming up. I'll never manage it barehanded. I need something to lever it with.
I thought maybe I could use the other floorboard, but now they're not letting me click on the other floorboard, so there we go. Also, do you call them floorboards as if they're part of a dock? Or is there a different word for that? Like slats. You think there's a crowbar around here somewhere? I got an oar. I can't pick up the oar. Let's see. Yeah, like... Would an oar not work? Would only a crowbar get this job done? Because I'm passing up a whole bunch of oars. Alright. Let's go look for a crowbar or some such around here. Maybe a hammer. Oh, here we go.
Great. Honey. This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Maybe I should search it? We're not searching it? Okay.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away. Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy.
So wait, if I had grabbed this bar, I could have opened that... Maybe I could have opened the gate without wasting all those points on lockpicking? Ah, well. Okay, sirrah, sirrah. More importantly, though, we found the item they used to pry open...
It's unopened.
The cannon... Oh.
No one seems to have used any.
Anyway, we found the iron bar that someone used to pry open that barrel full of cannon powder. Which... I guess is important for some reason? And actually, that's a little unclear the way he said it. Was it ruined by being opened?
Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Was it ruined because somebody opened it? Or was it...
Nothing special.
Damn it. Or was it ruined because it had been left out on the dock? Collector coins. What's this? Collector coins? Oh, it's at the bottom right. It's like a bonus item. Lost coins. Okay, so maybe that's something to unlock materials or concept art or something like that.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Am I going to snoop and read somebody's letters? Ugh, I don't have logic. Alright, I'll examine the letters one at a time. Ooh.
A letter written in an Oriental language. I haven't the slightest idea what it says. too badly written, I can't make out the address. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there. Probably a Dutchman.
He's P.V. Hoven, so not... It's entirely possible that that's a letter to Paul Verhoeven.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican. Apparently this letter is meant for Pope Pius VI, born Giovanni Braschi. I wonder which one of these people is influential enough to write to the Pope in person.
Well, there is a cardinal that you just met on the island, so... And there's a chance there, right?
An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently. Samuel Ritter Dauchois. Mother, you test me even when you're not here. It's an anagram of Louis Moras de Riche. You wanted to write to me then. Let's see what's inside this letter. So...
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
What is your game here, Mother? What are these strange turns of phrase? I've never heard you speak like that. What's going on here? That you write to me under a pen name, okay. But here you go even further, by trying to avoid raising any suspicions should anyone else read it. I wonder if this Godoy is the person you came looking for. Think! Godoy, Godoy, Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar? I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me. Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look. An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
I thought I had missed a letter, but no, I had not. The one to me was the last letter I looked at, rather conveniently. Alright, got an iron bar. We're gonna go pull up the, pull up that dock board and see if we can find any evidence.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time. That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Okay. Now, what do you mean at the start of each quest?
Let's look inside the bag.
Is each
Food,
chapter of the
a few
game a
toiletries,
different
a
quest?
small key, and some kind of black powder. Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. And the bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days. Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this mean? The bottom of the bag is covered in black powder. And judging by its consistency, it's the same type of powder that I found earlier. This just gets better and better. An iron key completely rusted. You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
Was that the key to the padlock? Should I leave the bag or take the bag? Like, she might need it, and if I show up with her bag, they might have questions. And I'm taking the bag.
Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her.
That might have been a mistake. Can
So,
I put the bag back?
let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of the wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now. They'll be waiting.
It's true.
At least I hope so.
Can there possibly be... Boom! We actually completed the clue segment of the game. Investigation completed. That feels pretty good.
Inscription.
What does it say? Or do I have to use clues to find out?
You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
So Mortimer cannot be swayed by conviction. I kind of like that.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Fulfill the conditions in the talent menu to unlock permanent bonuses. That a Zeus?
Impressive.
See what I'm saying? It's like this game is
I
so
was looking for
complex.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Rice, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. There's an interface showing how much the person you're talking to is convinced. Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, let's try this.
I'm bear that in mind.
All right, no blunders
I'd
left.
rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally.
Come on, we can do
Would
this.
you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Never mind, give me your letter. Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow.
Shaboom!
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son.
Who is she talking to in the background?
Highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Come on, we can do this.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That
to know.
is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Okay, here we go. Oh. Golden Order, Professional Secret Story, Art Collector. I am going to use my honey to get enough of that.
Be it Mother or myself, our motto has always been discretion in all things. And
What is out of breath? Oh, talent. There we go. Oh, yeah, here's the talents. Experience your effort points. Pool increases by 1 reach level 5. Out of breath, you gain 1 skill point in agility. Decreases your effort points to 0 during a quest. Oh, decreases... Okay. If you decrease your effort points to 0 during a quest, you get an additional agility point, which is kind of neat. So you're saying I now have... Where's agility? Oh, there it is. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. There it is. Nice. Skill not acquired, eh? We'll see about that.
promise to never betray a word of honor. Was your secret safe with Mother? It will be even more so with me.
Boom!
Have convinced me. The mystery with which your mother manages her business proves that she carries your motto close to her heart. Your
I knew it was
words
worth spending
seem
royal
sincere.
jelly on that.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
Yeah, I'm not very impressed with his voice
I
acting.
hesitate.
Other characters aren't
Up
so
till
bad, though.
now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful.
Here we go!
Do you think I should give it to you?
Okay. My manipulation is level 2. But what if is he weak on manipulation? I should check the menu. Character. Can he not be manipulated? Oh wait, I don't know any of his character traits, do I? I am going to pretend I don't want it. Yeah, we're doing it.
Look, you seem hesitant. The simplest thing to do is just to give
Haha!
her what
He's weak to
After all,
manipulation.
it's not that urgent.
Yes. I mean, yes, it's urgent. I mean, what if we don't find each other here on the island?
Though I don't know yet when I'll be leaving. I might not be staying for very long. What to do? Can you see a solution?
Boom.
Just give me the letter, for crying out loud.
I cannot run the risk alone. I am going to trust you. You seem like an honest man.
Well, I did
Listen,
smash a chair over the head of an
if I give
occultist
you the
earlier
letter, can you
in the game.
promise me before
Pretty trustworthy.
God that no one other than your mother.
Oh, for the last service, you must convince the person you're trying to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until you give the right one. You have no blunders left. Ouch. Okay. I don't believe in his god? What is wrong with you?
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one
He's a bad
but
actor.
my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur.
Here we go.
Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals.
Yeah, the French Revolution is pretty awful.
Like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Is it weird that my first instinct is to trust this guy and assume he was telling the truth about what it contains? Go back to the group near the chimney. Chimney. Do you mean fireplace?
Well, maybe I should introduce myself to the other guests first. An old sesterce from Roman Gaul. A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
So you get a point just for ending stuff before the dialogue timer? That's neat.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny. Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
I'd say he has more of a
Saturn
talent for
devouring the
staging
sun.
rooms.
God, how awful.
Ew.
Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
So is that the real one? Is the actual painting that big? I've only seen
Crucifixion
reproductions of it,
St.
obviously.
Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall. Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men. Open to Brutus's page. Caesar, stabbed by multiple blows at once, sees Brutus raise the dagger on him. Then, covering his head with his robe, he delivers himself to the arms of the conspirators. Nice family. Let's keep it. Might come in handy someday.
Luckily, I have the biggest coat in the world. Parallel lines? What's that? Alright, so... Oh, these are the various books I've got. Good. So when do I get a chance to read these? Skill point and conviction. Occultism. Again. Alright, parallel lives, gotcha. When is the Lovecraft stuff starting? Someone here was looking to buy a copy of the Necronomicon.
I thought my
That has to be
chimney
meaningful.
was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been
Yeah.
longing for a warm fire for ages.
They think fireplace
Since I
and
set
chimney are
foot
the
on
same
the
thing.
island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Horn, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat. Very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer. So don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
I don't want to be a jerk about this, but you have a terrifying monster face, Lord Holm.
Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
As shall
If you
I,
don't
so I can
mind,
talk
Gregory,
to George
I should
Washington.
like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision. Let's see what Washington has to say. Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy, and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
Okay,
That is
I don't want to be
Yes, you can
a
trust
guy
him. He will do
who
everything in his power
pokes
to
holes in
help
the
you
plot,
find Sarah.
but
Mr. Washington.
you didn't need someone to
You seem to be
finance
very
your
familiar with
campaign.
my
You're George
mother.
Washington.
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah
The country
during
had
the
just
War of
happened, and
Independence on American
he was
soil.
considered to be a
She was introduced to me
you know,
by a
a
mutual
giant war hero.
acquaintance, and
They were
I
just
must
going to
say
hand him the
her sound
presidency. That
advice
was always going to
prevented me from
happen.
making
It wasn't
some
until
terrible
he
mistakes.
decided to stop being
She may not
president
be a
after 8
soldier,
years
but
that
believe
they had to
me,
really
she
campaign
deserves
for
a
president.
statue as much as Lafayette
Also,
does.
back then,
see
campaigning was
that
just
one
like getting
There's no
8
doubt
rich guys to
Mother
vote
has
for
many
you.
secrets
You
that are
didn't have to
still hidden.
finance a campaign.
Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about? My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Except that one
Keep
definitely
an
did
open
happen.
and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet. But I did find a book that belongs to my mother.
I've decided I'm on the
Where
side
did
of
you
the other
find it?
members of the Golden
That's
Order,
what worries
even
me.
though her
I
identical
found it
twin
hidden
sister was
on the
murdered by
wharf.
my mother
Do
after
you
hiding
think
the
she was
Necronomicon.
preparing to discreetly leave?
Or
I don't
saw
know.
the future. One or the other.
An extremely likely proposition.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
The statue is impressive, and so are the paintings. Rubens, the Caravage, Guignero. Lord Mortimer has very good taste, and the means to express it.
Oh, I see our young sir is a connoisseur.
Yes, in my spare time. Yet, I couldn't tell you who the artist of that painting there is. I think I recognize a theme, but the style intrigues me.
Saturn devouring his son. Oh, well, you wouldn't know. The artist is none other than Lord Mortimer. I thought for a long time that the painting wasn't finished, but my old friend assured me it was. Still, there's no accounting for taste.
Not very conventional, but it sure does hold your attention.
You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
Sir Hole, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant
Really
will
does kind of
accompany you
suck
to
the way
your
they
rooms.
tell me all of the opportunities I'm missing. Oh, I never got to search the table. That sucks.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room? A drachma. Duchess Emily Hillsborough. Duke Manuel Godoy. Huh. That's me.
Okay, I'm gonna be the first one to say it. This guy has too much furniture.
President George Washington.
Way too much furniture. Okay, so the line always means no entry, which, you know, is the universal symbol for that. Let's see, what else have we got here? I was hoping to find some more of those coins or royal jelly or some of that stuff that gives me abilities, but doesn't look like we're finding... Oh, hello.
A pound.
Oh. Seriously, what is going on with these collector coins? Are they for something? Is it just for a trophy? This game seems weirdly huge. I want to check something. I'm all through this thing. We've done all this, and I have gained 0 levels. It's weird, right? Okay, so now I understand it. So by choosing to be an occultist, I automatically am level 1 at everything, right? So, but everything else, I have to spend 3 points just to get to level 1. Okay. It's weird that in Japan, the X and the O mean the opposite things.
Sisterse.
Like, oh, Sisterse. I guess that must come from Latin, since the various languages all have the same basic word. I don't know what the Latin word was. Anyway, not important. Yeah, I just think it's weird that I've gone this, I've completed investigations, I've unlocked things, I succeeded in that conversation with the I want to say, Cardinal. All of that happened, and I have gotten 0 experience points for any of it, and I'm still level 1. Like, the one thing that hasn't been explained to me here in the game yet is, how do we get more experience? What was it that time? You didn't tell me what coin I got. Growl. That's a stupid thing to growl about. Alright, I guess I'm going back to my room. Much as I have enjoyed investigating. Ooh. I wonder what Mr. Volner is up to. How are we doing, fainting couch? Dual fainting couches. Nice. Anything going on with this table or this... Oh, somebody burned something in the fireplace. No, it's just a regular fireplace. Okay. Yeah, you're right to find it preposterous that a house this ludicrously ornate and covered in marble was built at the height that this place was built. Like, it's crazy to imagine boat after boatload. Boom! What is a negative alteration? Like, I have no idea what that is.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Oh. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Hello. Assemble all the pages of the manuscript in order to read it. How do you equip things? You didn't actually tell me that, did you? Anyway, the point is I need the rest of the encyclopedia, and it will be a, are you ready for this word? Boon to my efforts. Hello, what's this one?
Decorum guide.
Rules of civility. Oh, so I can learn etiquette. Nice. Oof. Is etiquette the skill I want to focus on? Like, there are so many skills, and they come up, and all of them are keep coming up. Alright. Okay.
So Jacques Peru?
Weirdly, if you told me John Adams needed cash from this guy to run for president, then I might have believed that.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
What? My God, is Napoleon here? So, who did paint? Is Saturn devouring his son? Is it a guy named Mortimer? I mean, I only know the painting. I don't know who actually painted it. Okay, this is the entrance, right? Yeah, it's the entrance. Okay. Yeah, so let's go to our room and see if
Hillsborough.
that's finally a chance to read a book and chill and get some experience points. Do. I believe this is my room. It is.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Biaggi's trust. What should I do? So, it really is a list of French countrymen. Biaggi wasn't lying. Wow! Nice room.
I mean, I
Mortimer
did
sure
believe
doesn't
it,
do things
but
halfway.
I guess... Honestly, I'm glad I did that. Even if it was just to try out my skills. I'm glad to know I can unseal anything I want to. Also, I think I got a Carmelite water. Focused state next to will cost no effort. Ooh. So anytime I want to use a skill without paying for it, I can do that. That sounds great. Can I take it while I'm already in the conversation? Because that would be great.
Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices.
Is that a political overtone?
Saturn devouring his sun. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
Two paintings in the
version
same
of St.
theme.
Paul, by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
Ooh, oh, how would you tell if
Francis
it was
of
a copy?
Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. Golden elixir. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
So they've just stopped telling me what collector coins I'm getting. It's a little sad.
Inferno by Dante.
Oh, right, yes.
Abandon hope,
So what
all
are
ye who enter
the
here.
political
Lovely
messages
lectures Mortimer is giving to his
being
guests. Very jolly.
being expounded by the theme of angels giving people messages? Is he saying that all great men are under control by greater forces than them? I guess it's kind of a political message, but I don't know. Like, it's a very subtle political message, and for something to be quote-unquote propaganda, you have to, you know, be making a clear point or trying to get someone on your side, but I don't know if that's propaganda. I think it just might be, you know, an implication. Ooh, the view. That's a nice view. Suspiciously nice, one might say. So I only get to equip the manuscripts at the beginning of a quest. Swift, number of successes, dialogue timer, nice. Okay, 7 more times I have to use subterfuge before I get an extra skill point in subterfuges. And of course, if I want, I need 3 whole skills in subterfuges if I want to, you know, get to that next level. Oh, I desperately need the psychology, so yeah.
Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
Please put on a nightgown and a ridiculous sleeping cap. Damn it. Is that really so much to ask? I didn't fail anything. Okay, met Mr. Washington, remained. I could have joined Sir Holmes' salon. I could have made an unexpected encounter. So, could I have run into that lady with the shaved head? Boom! Damn it. Well, still not bad. I am level 2, which means I have more points. 4 points to spend. Hell yes. Here we go. Should I level 2 my occultism? Should I try to unlock a new skill? Psychology. Oof. I want agility so badly. You know what? Let's get agility and psychology. And then we'll come back for you guys later. I mean, I only could have unlocked one skill. Although having subterfuge. Oof. I so want to have subterfuge. No, I'm committing to it. Jack of all trades. Here we come. Alright, here we go. To read during your adventure, you manage to get first skill points at the end of the quest. Okay. Alright. Etiquette. Obviously, I can't do this with science, just linguistics, erudition. Nice. More occultism. More conviction. Science. Occultism it is. Start the quest. And do you think you can do a new game plus where you restart the game with all of the skill points you've leveled up so you're a more experienced character, or would that be asking too much? Oh, is this a nightmare?
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
De Richet can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss.
So the nefarious Napoleon has arrived. So who is this that Holm and Napoleon are meeting with, if not Lord Mortimer?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
So this suggests that I am seeing stuff that's happening at the same time, not in the past. Although maybe I have past or future. Although maybe I have multiple abilities.
I'm coming.
Who knows?
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Elizabeth Adams. Home introduced her to us.
Yes. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's...
Everyone else
That's
doing
where
a
you come in.
pretty good
I
job with
want
the
you to
voice
distract
acting. Really does
Elizabeth
make the
while I
main
search
character
her
kind of,
room, and perhaps
know,
get my hands on some important
stand out.
information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Yeah, except his ghost stories absolutely have to do with what
Count on
Mortimer's
me, sir.
doing if he's got
Thank you, my friend.
a zombie lady
Keep
running around.
Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible.
Alright, let's do it.
She must not return to her room.
Trust me.
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry.
Damn it, I never got to search. I went and I got that agility point solely so I could find that thing on the top of my bookcase. And then I didn't get to do it. Because I immediately started the Washington storyline. Urgh. Alright, let's go meet Elizabeth Adams. Ooh, I'm hearing conversations. What could that mean? Finally get to check this stuff out. It was golden elixir and... Oh, I can just sit down and look at the painting. Sorry, the statue. That's not interesting. What about the fireplace?
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in the small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Is it that scumbag Bonaparte?
Shit. I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you. Who do you think you are?
Forgive me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell's going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it. What should I do?
Let her go! Huh? Stay out of it, boy!
Shit.
What are you playing at? I told you to mind your own business, boy! If you think you can side with this whore and then just walk away, you're out of your mind. Give me one good reason not to knock you down.
You're not back in your slum now. You're in Lord Mortimer's home. I suggest you think carefully about what you're going to do.
Don't think you're getting away with it that easily. I'm sick of all these toffs. If we were in Paris, I'd send you all to the guillotine. And on top of it all, a woman telling me how I ought to behave? I won't stand for it.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
What? Don't tell me you're gonna defend these harlots.
Women, right? They really do drive us crazy sometimes. I totally understand.
Yeah, and every time they open their mouths, it makes you want to slap them. I get the feeling you're trying to put one over on me. If that's the case, you're making a big mistake.
Sorry about that. Look, there's no point in us aggravating each other. Let's both just go our separate ways.
Don't move. We're not done yet. You wanted to be the knight in shining armor and save the damsel in distress. Let's see how brave you are.
Think about it. You know your head will roll tomorrow if you shoot.
Wanna bet?
Sure do.
I'm not in the habit of beating Lord Mortimer's guest in his own salon. You got off easy this time, but don't try it again.
The brooch Elizabeth was wearing.
Huh. She was so frightened she was unaware that she'd lost it.
Yeah, well, it didn't seem to do her much good.
Okay, so here's the thing. I play a lot of hidden object games. It kind of goes with the territory of being the hidden object guru. And so my I had, how do I put this? Ran into an item over and over again in hidden object games, and I thought it was a popular misspelling because it was the word B-R-O-O-C-H. Brooch. Now, I had never seen that spelling before, and it hadn't occurred to me that that was a way you could spell brooch, as in the brooch you wear. I had always assumed that the brooch you wear was spelled the same as to broach the subject. B-R-O-A-C-H.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
But apparently, no, brooch is the correct spelling, and I had been spelling it wrong the rare times I'd spelled it during my life, my entire life. It creates this weird situation.
5 circles on this chest.
And now I've got a game spelling it the wrong way, so it's quite frustrating. Alright, well, I'm going to come back and see if I can find a key, and then I'll unlock that. Or I'll just pick the lock, because you know how I'm obsessed with using this subterfuge skill. Which I probably should have leveled up now that I realize
like
that.
Pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Yay! Got the encyclopedia in part 2. I can't wait until I can finish that off and level up 3 skills at once. Now you might say, hey, obviously you're going to be back in this small salon later, and maybe you'll have found the key by then, so it's probably better to just wait. But what you're forgetting is I am unbelievably impatient. Like,
Chronicles
shockingly
of the Amber
impatient.
Princess. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
I have never heard of this book. Oh, hello. I can reach now.
Amber.
Oh.
Amber crystals.
And I just got... Oh, damn it, I'm not there yet. I'm one away from having an extra thought point. But now I have to use jelly to open that... Oh, que sera, sera. Okay, so I'm level 1.
Circles on this chest.
Yeah, we know. We're going to pick the lock. We're good at that. Okay, I really thought there was going to be like a clue or a plot point in there. I now have full golden elixir, and I feel like that was a waste of psychology points.
Lady Adams must have locked it behind her when she fled.
Damn it. I hope I didn't screw up George Washington's plan. Well, I had to slap in and keep Jacques Peru, who's obviously just a psychopath, from slapping her around. In fact, let me just see what they have to say about Jacques Peru. Jacques Peru. Fathers of Revolutionary. Yeah, during the terror. Oh. What a monster.
Well, did you get time to search the room?
Louis, I only needed 10 minutes. Imagine the scandal if she had found me.
What would you have done in my shoes? She was in the middle of an argument with some angry guy.
10 minutes? I didn't ask for the moon.
Nonetheless, you found what you were looking for, didn't you?
Not everything, but yes. Elizabeth is definitely the daughter of John Adams. We need more information.
You can always go back.
It's too late now.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Don't worry about that anymore, Your Eminence. I had to step in, but everything's under control.
What an adventure, my son. I am relieved to hear it. You acted as a good Christian. In these troubled times, we need more men of your caliber.
It's nothing, Your Eminence. I did what I had to do.
Well, you did the opposite.
Good. Well, thanks for the news. My son, I have another problem.
Well, I think
wanted
everyone
to
does
speak
what they
to you
have to
about
do.
something
That's just the nature of people.
Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son.
Boom, still
I
sealed.
see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Louise. Now, give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please, be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
How big is this island if they're concerned that, like, he literally might not run into her the whole time he's there? Like, is it just this house, or are there, like, extensive grounds behind the house?
exhausted. Better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
No. I showed Piaggi his letter sealed. I didn't show his letter unsealed. I could have had a remarkable encounter. I could have found out more about plans about myself. Well, yeah, by listening to their scheme. I could have found out more about the men of my vision at the same time. I could have listened to what Mr. Washington wanted to say about my mother. When did that happen? Anyway, I did not detain Adams. Yeah, I could have found out something about my mother's past. What if I had searched the room before I... You know what? I think I did fine. I mean, I didn't do great. Character traits revealed, new characters met, vulnerabilities found, items found. Okay, I did fine. Not great, though. Oh, wait, what about the book? Did I... When I completed the quest, did I get the points from the book or not? And do I get to switch books?
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Dear Monsieur de Richet,
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases. Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices. Writing material. The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch. Nothing. The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance. An old sesterce from Roman Gaul. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests.
Look,
Very jolly.
markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. Amber crystals. Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World. The travelogue of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence.
Why would you think that was a
I don't
coincidence?
believe in coincidences.
There we
it's just
go.
too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the Order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
Apparently not unlocking vigilance was a really big mistake, because I'm missing a lot of, just a huge amount of stuff.
I'm not far from solving the puzzle. I must keep searching. Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though. There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it. There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richer, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw St. Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. Priest's robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room. This room looks unoccupied. I haven't even had time to unpack my cases. Writing material. incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lecture. Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a night. Strong coffee, though. The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch. The Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room? I haven't even had time to unpack the inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices. The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly. Not far from solving the puzzle. I must keep searching. Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented himself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her. The Conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome. St. Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
Okay, I'm a little confused, because I can't leave the room until I've found a clue. But I've searched every inch of this place. Like, every inch. Wait. There's
Here's
1 inch I hadn't
will
checked.
undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate.
I may have just,
Let's
okay,
recap.
That's what I had to find.
My mother was in this
lemon
room.
juice. Lemon juice is what she used to
book.
write the secret message.
She must have left something behind.
Right?
She must have used the writing materials.
With the lemon juice.
What if she
And
used
if I put it
lemon
over
juice
heat?
instead?
Yeah, there we go.
An old trick used to hide messages.
It's embarrassing it took me that long to find a lemon tree.
A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
By heating it up. Have you forgotten, like, Stuff 101?
The message is illegible. I have to keep searching.
Although you could just rub the bottom of the coffee pot along and it would work fine.
Nothing here. I wouldn't
If,
mind a nice,
if the
strong
coffee pot was hot,
though.
which I guess it isn't. Alright, let's go look for something to start a fire with. No, that's not a hot teacup. I can't leave the room to look for it. Candle would work, although you'd really want to be careful you didn't accidentally burn the page. Maybe the embers? Embers could do. Oh, but I probably need something to pick them up with. Assess the value of the ash. Yeah, what the hell? See what that says.
Apart from getting the book dirty, I can't see any use for this.
Yeah, no, obviously. I thought you meant you were going to use a coal to, you know, warm it up. She raises the oh my god, wouldn't it be great if you, do you think that it's possible that you could have picked up the ash and spread it on the page and destroyed the message? Because that would be hilarious. Ah, there's the candle.
If a message is written in lemon juice, the flame will reveal it.
And that's why it was a good idea to grab the, damn right I'm going to take the candlestick. That's why it's such a great idea to grab the subterfuge skills. Because I'm in a game playing as a spy.
Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me? Since you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Hole requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests. Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Might be better to take a different stairway.
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision. The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy. The Battle of Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur. Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. Hannibal crossing the Alps. Another military success. Why do I get nothing but visions of horror in my room, and he gets victory after victory?
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny. Vercingetorix throws down his arms at the feet of Julius Caesar by Royer, 2 great army chiefs.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the high society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to...
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
A fragment of amber.
Monsieur Johann von Wulner.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible. The note suggests binding the feet and hands, then blocking the jaws using a piece of cloth to prevent the tongue from being sectioned. That looks like a method to control an epileptic fit. I wonder if Elizabeth is the one being treated for that illness. Feet and hands are bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned. It looks like preparation for an exorcism. Is Elizabeth really possessed?
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving...
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon... 30 November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help. August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I am driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able...
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals. These are magnesium crystals. A fairly effective remedy for easing anxiety. Well, let's see what it tastes like. Ugh. I really need to stop tasting everything I find now.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
My dear Elizabeth,
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later. Might be better to take a different stairway. Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet? I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
Oh, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault, too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
You didn't happen to lose this, did you?
Where did you find it?
In the small salon.
It's the only reminder I have of my beloved sister. I thought that swine stole it from me. You're her son. Sarah de Richet's son.
Yes, why?
Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No, I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
I want to find out what really happened.
No, you really don't want to know what your mother did when I shed my first blood at puberty.
On the contrary, you can tell me anything. Let me be my own judge.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they? Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's coming for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service, day and night, sir.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately, I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh. There you are, then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now!
But, sir, I... Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you. I still haven't quite recovered after the boat crossing. Would you have any Maltese cross, by any chance, please?
I am sorry, sir, but the Maltese cross may be just a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against, sir, taking any.
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holmes, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does sir have any more questions?
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holmes, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does sir have any more questions?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help sir in any other way?
What's on the first floor?
The first floor is reserved for guests, sir. That is where sir will find his private rooms. The main corridor leads around the building. 3 stairways will enable sir to return to the ground floor. It is also from there that sir will be able to reach the second floor.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, sir?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, sir can access, on one side, the small salon, where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, sir may access the dining room. That is where sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, sir will also find access to the garden. But sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, sir should not find cause to worry no one has ever gotten lost.
Yeah, except for my mother.
Has Sir another question?
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Where did you find it?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the King's table.
I am delighted to.
Please, go ahead.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
Please, feel at home.
Surprising when you know Volner prohibited religious practices in Prussia. Renowned member of the Rose Croix Order, former Freemason, and great lover of alchemy. And look at Piaggi fawning over him. I really do have a problem digesting political protocol.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, but London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauternes, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favorite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule. But I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
What do you think of Volner?
The Prussian king is his puppet.
I find it hard to believe the king of Prussia is so weak.
Be careful. Volner is as influential as he is dangerous.
You seem to know each other well.
We used to work together.
I see.
Don't trouble yourself.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
My friend.
Lord Mortimer has invited Napoleon along to negotiate an important commercial venture.
Nothing strange about that.
And the Golden Order is somehow involved.
What? Our order? Are you sure?
That's what I read in the letter from Mortimer to Napoleon.
This information is important. Thank you, Louis.
Monsieur de Richet? It would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please? Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking about. And I am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Okay, no failures, no alternate paths. That went pretty well. Traits unlocked, character traits revealed. Come on, level 5. Hell yes. That means we get an extra point. 8 points. All right, so now we're finally... So first off, number 1. I'm going to think about that occultism situation. We're finally going to get the ability to question people and be vigilant. Oh, whoops. I could level up psychology, but maybe not. What do I... Ooh, I finally want to finish etiquette. Yeah. Conviction, yep. Alright, suddenly I'm going to have a whole bunch of extra branches. Damn it, I can't afford to get into politics. Linguistics I so desperately want. Oh, I just realized something. I should check. I thought I got the last piece of the encyclopedia. Damn it. Alright. Science, linguistics, erudition. So let's assume I'm going to find that at some point. But I don't need to spend the points yet, because I figured I'd spend 2 of the 3 points on linguistics, and then I'd get the last one there, but at the end of the turn. But obviously that's not going to happen. So more science. Should I just finish off occultism? Yeah, what the hell. And what's this? Erudition, so book learning, obviously. Conviction, and there's so many political things going on, we better start adding points in that. Alright, so I think this is going to be a perfect time to take a break. We are 3 chapters through this. Damn right my talent is experienced. See? Got an effort points. Jack of all trades. Nice. Let's see what we've got, actually. 2 points in psychology. Sweet. Intuitive, 2 skill points in questioning. I think I got the questioning skill at just the right time. Talented, 2 points in etiquette. That I really need. 1 point in vigilance. Oh, nice. 20 times before the end of the timer. Okay, is there anything else I'm close to? No, that's just all... Use no consumables during a quest. Oh. I will think about trying that next time. Use one of each during a quest. And that'll get me 1 of effort points. Oh god, well I'll just do that right now. That's a useful thing to have. Demagogue, 3 diversion. Wait, reach level 3 diversion in politics. Okay. Alright, so I think this is going to be a perfect time to take a break. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, check back here on the channel. I'll be streaming the rest of my playthrough through this game tomorrow or the day after. Damn right I came out on top in that conversation. I'm really enjoying this game. It is conversation, an interesting conversation-based adventure that they've done I'm going to say, pretty stellar job with. I'm excited to see what happens next, and yeah, hopefully this reaches a thrilling conclusion. Which, come on, of course it will. Alright, so yes, questions, suggestions, go in the comment section below the video. There is buttons coming up for more of my stuff. Play my video game, Take the Job, over at itch.io. It's the playable teaser for my upcoming game, Clown in the Woods. I guess that's that, so I will see you back here for more. Oh, right, if you want to enter the quiz, be sure to put the time code of where the quiz happened in the comment. I'll see you back here for more, but until then, au revoir.